Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So in this video I'm going to discuss about the interview questions. Okay, as per the experience from the last year, as per the experience from the last year, so what type of questions they may ask in the interview. Okay, so persistent systems interview questions. Okay, interview questions. Okay, so I will just try to write, because the as per the experience that the discussion with the students, those who are attended the interview. Okay, so the interview duration. Okay, the interview duration is about for the base package. Okay, the interview duration is about 50 minute. Okay, 50 minute to 1 hour. 1 hour is the duration of interview. Okay, 50 minute to 1 hour. So because it is a product based company, and mainly they focus on all your technical skills. Okay, so so it is about the duration. Okay, the duration is 52 around 1 hour. Okay, then the first question. Okay, so the here I will list the questions. What is the first question? As you know, the first question is about the tell me about yourself. So this is the first question that in every company they will ask to you. Okay, this is the first question. Okay, please note down, or you can later you can just pause the video and you can just go through that. Okay, you prepare. This is the first question. Definitely you will get they will ask. Okay, tell me about yourself. Okay, then the next is, what do you think, or what are the qualities that helps a person to achieve the higher position in a company? Some general questions they will ask. Okay, like okay, apart from the technical skills, what do you think anything is needed? Okay, so I will just write it here. What are the qualities? Okay, what are the qualities, what are the qualities that helps a person to achieve the higher position, achieve the higher position in an organization, higher position. Okay, in a company. What skills are required? Okay, so this is the about one question. And apart from the technical skills, okay, apart from technical skills, do you think anything is needed apart from the technical skills? Is anything needed? Okay, so these are some general questions they will ask. Okay, this is asked for one of the students, so here I am listing. Okay, here I am listing as he shared. These are the questions that asked to him. So like what because other than the technical skills, you should have a good communication skill. You should be first a good human being. Okay, so there are so much things are there. You need to prepare based upon such questions. Okay, so then based upon these questions, again they can ask like, if suppose if one of your team member is not contributing well for the project. Okay, suppose. Okay, suppose if one of the team member, if one of the team member obviously, okay, if the one of the team member is not contributing. Okay, if he is not contributing Okay, if he is not contributing well for a project. Okay, if he is not contributing well for a project. Okay, so what you do, like what if his work or ideas are against the project goodwill? Okay, okay, the one thing is that the one of the team member is not contributing, and also if his work or ideas are against the project, or his ideas ideas are against the project, against the project goodwill. Okay, means against the means the project will not complete on time. Okay, or it may create a problem with his idea. Okay, so this is like such type of questions they will ask. Okay, then what positive change do you think this whole lockdown situation has brought? Okay, what positive change do you think, okay, do you think this whole situation, this whole lockdown situation has brought? Okay, definitely this type of question they will ask. Okay, what positive change in you, okay, or what positive change do you think this whole lockdown, okay, this situation has brought? Okay, you can like from your perspective or from like your society perspective, you can answer to these questions. Then the next is what was your like what is your recent projects? Okay, they can ask about the recent academic projects, academic project details, or okay, so you need to thoroughly you need to explain the what actually your project is. Okay, then suppose if you had to launch these projects, means they can ask some questions on the project. Okay, they can ask the questions on the project. Okay, and suppose if you are used any database. Okay, so it is all about the related to your the projects, related to your project. They'll ask, and how you can launch the project, how you can launch the project. Okay, so so you should be like you should be clear about your project, what actually your project and what is your role. Okay, your contribution should be required here. Your contribution means like how you are involved in the various stages of the software development. Okay, so just one scenario, like suppose if you had to launch the project. Okay, suppose if there is a desktop application. Okay, so they will ask how you can launch the project. Okay, how you can launch the project. So such type of questions they will ask. Okay, how you launch the project. Okay, so the platforms you should know. Okay, then suppose and also like how you can improvise, how you can suppose now you people are in the third year, and your project maybe it is like a mini academic project. Okay, it is just like a demo or prototype type of project. So they will ask how you can improvise, how you can improvise, or how you can install from the remote location. Okay, how to use. Okay, improvise your project, how you can improvise the project. Okay, and and how you can install your project, how you can install at client location, how you can improve the project. whether whether your project it works in a real time, okay, in a real time environment, or whether it works, okay, whether your code is available in the GitHub, okay. So such type of questions you may get in your project, okay. Then okay, and suppose like if you are if you are a member, like suppose four members in a team, then four members, okay, four members in a team, then definitely they will ask what is your actual role, okay, the role in a project, a role in a project. Or suppose if you are done in a academic some personal projects, then it is okay, but in a team, because you should mention, because the teamwork is very important, how you work in a team and all, okay. So teamwork is very important. Then okay, so that is about the projects and all. Then they will ask like the different way, suppose if you are developed one project, so they will ask some different way how you can how you can use the software applications, okay, how you can use the desktop applications, okay. So so you should know like in a different way how you can improvise your project and all. Then then the constraints, okay, this is very important. What are the constraints of your software, okay, what are the constraints in your software, what are the constraints? For example, what constraints did you put on your database while working on a project? Constraint on the database, okay, okay, while working on your project, okay. So this is very important, means you should know thoroughly what are the constraints, what are the problems that you face, okay. Then suppose in with respect to your project only, they can, like suppose if you are used the database, then they may go in depth about the indexing and some techniques, okay, on the database techniques, okay. Then how the complex for database or developers, okay, how you can manage the data and all. So 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 be thorough with your projects, okay. And also they will give some suggestions also. Then in the database query, how you can write the query and all, okay. The table creation, table manipulation. So you should know the database concept is very important in your project. Then and also the next thing is in software development, okay. Software development and the phases of software development, it is very important. Software development phases, software development phases, okay. Software development phases are very important. You should go through all the software development phases and software development models, okay. Software development models and like waterfall model, okay, waterfall model, agile model. And nowadays all the industries they are working, their project is on the agile model. So in the agile model also there are some techniques like scrum techniques, scrum extreme programming, okay, scrum extreme programming. So there are some techniques are there. So you should go through that, is in DevOps, okay. DevOps, okay. develop. Okay, DevOps where continuous integration and continuous development of the projects. So you should know what actually the DevOps and all, how they work, how they use the DevOps in the development of the project. Okay, so you should be thorough with all these things. You should prepare, or you should know what is actually the DevOps and all, and what is agile model. You need to explain with the examples. Okay, so definitely they will ask these questions in DevOps and how you can like use for the development of the project. And DevOps is very important. You can refer a tutorial in the guru99.com. There is a website. Okay, guru99.com, or in the tutorial point you can go through the DevOps concepts. Okay, then okay, then after that they will like ask how you are familiar. Okay, how you are familiar with the programming languages. Okay, familiar with the programming languages like Python. Okay, Python language, Java language, C, and C plus language. Okay, so they will ask how you are familiar with these programming language. So you should be able to answer. You should be able to answer like how you are, like suppose if you are continuously working on the Python language. Okay, so you can mention it how you are used in the project development, or if you are like intermediate or beginner in the Java, you can mention it. Okay, and C and C plus plus, it you must, because it is the C plus plus, it's the object oriented programming language. Okay, so you should know all the concepts and all. Okay, then suppose if you are mentioned like you are interested in the Python programming language, then they will ask the questions on whether Python is a compiled or an interpreted language. Okay, so you need to like performance, you need to able to explain how the Python language works. Okay, and how nowadays they are using the Python for the development of projects and in machine learning, deep learning, and all. Okay, so you should know the importance of the programming language. Then okay, like compile time. Okay, then how like how you can perform the compilation. Okay, what happens in the compilation. Okay, what happens what happens in the what happens in compilation. Okay, so these are the things that you need to work on for the your interview preparation. Okay, like suppose if you tell like if you are interested in Java, then you try to focus on the Java. Okay, then what happens after the C++ program is compiled, which code is generated. Okay, so they may ask, okay, what happens after a C++ program is compiled. Okay, if it is compiled, and what code is generated. What code is generated. Okay, what code is generated. Okay, so you need to like such work on such type of questions. Like, is this code, means whatever the code generated, is this code a machine language? Is this code is a machine language code? Okay, so they can, whatever you ask, whatever you tell in the interview, so they will ask the questions based upon that only. Okay, it is depend upon you how you take the interviewer. Then they ask, even they may ask like what is cloud computing or what is the cloud. Okay, so do you know anything about cloud? Okay, do you know anything about the anything about cloud technology? Okay, so that's why you should know on some cutting edge technology also. Okay, cutting edge technology. So at least you should tell some basic things. What is cloud computing, and what are the various cloud platforms like Amazon, AWS, Microsoft Azure. So at least you should know how the it works. Okay. Uh, so is your database server is stored in the cloud? So you should, like, they may ask a question like is your database server stored in cloud? Okay, so such type of questions they will ask. Okay, so do you know anything about the mobile application development? Okay, mobile application development. Okay, because I think, as per my opinion, I think most of the engineering colleges are having a subject for software branch, these applications, mobile application development and all. So you should know, okay, how mobile app development and all, their database and all. Okay, and what about the API? What is API? Okay, what about the API? APIs. Okay, okay. So you need to you need to explain with some real examples. Okay, okay, or some real examples. You need to explain such things. Okay, then how does an API work between the two web applications? Okay, how does an API work API work between two web applications? Okay, two web applications. So you should you should able to answer such questions. Okay, then uh, how the API work between a single application. Okay, between the two web applications, between a single web application, single web application. How the API works? How the API works? Okay, API works in a single application. then then you should know some software agile methodology, that is a Scrum. Okay, Scrum, definitely they will ask question on this agile methodology, that is a Scrum methodology. Okay, definitely you will get a question on the Scrum methodology and how it works. Okay, how it works. So you just check it out in the Google, so you will get all the details. Okay, Scrum Master, Product Owner. You need to use what are the terminology they use in the Scrum and all. Then the difference between, okay, so they may ask like the difference between the waterfall model, waterfall model waterfall model and Scrum. Okay, so such type of questions they will ask. So what is the difference? Okay, how it works? The waterfall model, as it is a traditional model, and Scrum is the agile methodology. Okay, then what are the steps involved in waterfall on Scrum? How it is different? Okay, so such type of questions they will ask. And also like in a computer network, suppose if you go through the in a computer network, the protocols. Okay, different protocols. Okay, computer network, okay, uh, internet protocols or OSI reference model, OSI reference model, okay, then protocols. Okay, so try to like go through all these questions, such type of questions they will ask, and suppose lastly, okay, so I'm done here, and they will ask like, do you have any questions for me? Okay, this is the last question. Do you have any questions for me? Okay, so try to prepare one questions for me. Okay, so definitely they will give a chance to you to ask a question. Okay, so try to prepare one question so that uh, you can ask to the interviewer. Okay, you prepare one question. So this is all about the type of questions that they may ask in the interview. And here, whatever the questions, the type of questions here I have mentioned, these are the type of questions that asked to one of the student during the last year. Okay, so in the last year, uh, and now that candidate is working. Okay, the candidate is working in a persistent company, and such type of questions they may ask to you also. So try to prepare. Okay, try to prepare such questions. Okay, the means like here there are some common questions, like suppose the common questions like the tell me about yourself. Okay, this is the first fixed question. Okay, tell me about yourself. So prepare a script. Okay, tell me about yourself. For every company, for a fresher, definitely they will ask such questions. And the last question is, do you have any questions for me? Do you have any questions for me? Okay, so you try to ask, okay, questions for me. Okay, this is the first question and last question. Definitely they will ask. Okay, this is the first and last. Okay, first and last questions definitely you will get. Okay, so try to uh, prepare, and the first question, they won't directly start with the uh, some technical questions. Okay, they will because like you are a fresher, and maybe like they will think like they'll create an atmosphere, okay, between the interviewer and the student. Means they will ask some general questions and all, then they will proceed to your project work. Okay, your project and your internship details. Okay, your internship details, and you are cutting the knowledge on the technical things. Okay, technical cutting edge technology. Okay, cutting edge technology. So these are the main points. Okay, so they will ask after the few general questions. Okay, guys. So all the best, and try to prepare. So you just note down these questions. According to that, you try to answer, and if possible, you try to mention in the chat box also. So how you can explain all these things? You can just type it and you put it in the chat box. Okay, so that it will be helpful to others. Okay, so for example, the first question, tell me about yourself. So for these questions, I try to put it in the chat box. Okay, and this study to tell me about yourself, it should not be like lengthy. You need to complete this answer for this question in 30 seconds. Okay, and it is up to you how you take your interviewer. Okay, suppose if you tell that if you like tell if you tell about your projects in detail, then it is up to you. Means there he will ask the questions based upon that particular project. Okay, so that's why try to go in depth about your project and also all these technical subjects and all. Okay. Okay, so if you have any query, you can put it in the chat box. So I'll